It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the New York Jets under the lights on Monday night.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Great to have you with us for this primetime battle. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Under the lights, we'll be putting in the spotlight the running backs. These are two teams, Greg, with backs who can tote it and carry it and make guys miss. They're going to give us a fun old-school game on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Mike, because, I mean, how many of these games have you and I done where we start out saying, all right, the quarterbacks, the wide receiver, these two electric passing games, that's how these offenses are built. But now we have a little bit of a throwback, and for two teams that unapologetically say, we are going to run our offense through the running back position, we don't see that so often anymore. So for two guys like us that understand and appreciate the legacy and the history of this game, I think it's kind of fun.
On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the #2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
You'd love to see the biggest jump of a young quarterback's career, Mike, being between year 1 and year 2. I mean, you think about what these young quarterbacks go through entering their rookie year. They have the entire pre-draft process, then the idea of being drafted and going to a new organization and learning what it means to play quarterback in the NFL. Well, in year 2, everything's not new. Everything's not a first experience. It allows them to just take a deep breath, play, develop, rely on what got you here. We see so many quarterbacks in year 2 really have their breakout campaigns and show, frankly, why they were the starter to begin with in their rookie year.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Mixon. He'll get about 2. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. Third and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Really nice sack there by Reddick, and I feel like we've said that time and time again over these last couple seasons. He just continues to improve. Big reason why the Jets went out and traded for him this past offseason from Philadelphia. The hope is that he can take their defense to another level, and so far, he appears to be doing just that.
So, 4th down, and it's the former Chief, Tommy Townsend, to punt for Houston. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers, of course. All the build-up in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. A Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Rodgers going up top again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. To throw, it's Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Give him 13 on that screen play, and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Stroud gonna tuck this one on a zone read.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, Really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Pass caught. It's John Mechie. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Open man is Mechie. He's got it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught over the middle, it's Wilson. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rodgers. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They call this the alley. So it's the area between the hash marks and the numbers. And depending on what defense they're in, there is a lot of space to be had down those seams. So if this defense doesn't make a couple of adjustments, I wouldn't expect this offense to target any other place on this field.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Another run here with Hall. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he's going to be taken down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. It is brought in the end zone. Mike Williams. Touchdown, New York.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Texans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A run here with Mixon. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now, Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Looking downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
Second and 7. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll get this one out to his fullback. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Stroud to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. Whoa. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So now Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man, Davante Adams. And he will score. Davante Adams. Touchdown, New York. Now Zerline for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jets will take a 14-6 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. No chance at all. He'll go down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got the veteran, that's Robert Woods. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Stroud going to set up to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans move back to within 1. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 6. the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's to the right side. He's got Corley. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nice play here by Malachi Corley, the young rookie wide receiver, and something we're going to continue to see out of him as the rest of the year unfolds is, Mike, he has such a knack for turning short throws into long gains, and his ability to be a ball carrier after the catch. It's really what separates certain guys from others in this league, and for a young player to have that innate kind of sense to be a ball carrier, find any ways you can get him the ball. Screens, smokes, bubbles, doesn't matter. Get the ball in his hands, and usually good things happen.
And he will go all the way. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Jets. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Extra point try now for Zerline. He knocks it through. And the Jets extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Steven Sims to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Texans offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. He completes this one to Mechie. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On second down, Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He lit up the skies with 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys were rolling in the early part of this football game.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Rodgers on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And let's give him about 4 on that one. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
A first down throw from Rodgers. This complete to Corley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down. Here's Hall. And he's in! Reese Hall, touchdown, New York.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Sim. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. A second down throw for Stroud. This one caught by Mechie. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He's going to run it. Oh, yeah.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down pickup by Mixon, and he's one of the Texans' many additions this offseason. It's pretty incredible to think, Mike, in only his second year as the head coach, the roster that DeMeco Ryans continues to assemble. Not only is Mixon still a productive back in his own right, but he should take a lot of pressure off C.J. Stroud.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. Second down and 8. Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Stroud to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Not much. Second and long coming up. Off the play fake, Rodgers. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. Big gain for the Jets there. 39 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for first and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. Good blocking, and he's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Now Zerline for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Sims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half, the defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Stroud to throw here on first down. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. And that's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. Second down and 3. Dell motioning over. Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. The 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Now he'll run. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll go right back to Mixon. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Tank Dell. Touchdown, Houston. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. They look to run with Mixon. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jets offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. First and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Out quickly, and it's Adams. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hall. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. Rodgers. That one to Corley. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
First down for Aaron. That one caught by Adams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Rodgers. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. You're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here's a run. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, Jets. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, so replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Extra point try now for Zerline. The kick is good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Sims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, here's Stroud. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Now, Stroud. Open man is Mechie. He's got it. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down for Houston.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man, complete to Dell. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. I believe the Texans got this one back. They did, and they will keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can...
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
That's going to be caught, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The home team's offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll give up the middle with Hall. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.